What's up, nerds?
You're getting kind of limp-wristed with those.
I don't like being mean, okay?
Then why did you do it for 10 videos in a row? Well, except last time.
Sometimes I just need to express my anger. So let's go to this phone in Sailor's Wharf, in Potato. There's a few typos here and there.
Yeah.
Still.
Speaking of expressing your anger.
Gonna pretend to be a gay Mexican man. That should be pretty easy for you.
I'm not gonna rise to your pathetic jibes. Also, aren't we still playing we're playing as a woman still, aren't we?
Yeah, we're a blonde woman named Ulrika.
You see, when games always had a thing with that where like they just forget to. They give you gender options and forget to actually change any dialogue if you pick any like gender.
Well, that requires effort, and you know there were a few things in this game that will cut the time, and that may have been one of them. But who really knows? In any case, being nice and cautious because nothing is going to happen. Yeah, and then we'll just slowly just turn around and just drive out, no problems. Oh, closing doors. Oh, fine. I guess we'll go and just murder some guys, I guess.
I mean, you're in the finest weapon available.
Not when there's quite a few guys, and also they start moving out of the way. Up against quite a number of guys, you have quite a few problems. Yeah.
That is one a problem, yeah.
So, I guess I'll use the flamethrower. Fine.
It seems to be a good choice. 20,000 points per kill now.
That's because I've got. Well, now I've got a 21 times multiplier.
Oh, and that was just the point where we ticked over into red, wasn't it?
Yep. The score we needed was 3 million even. And now we have 33.6 million. I couldn't think of an extra zero there for whatever reason.
Could have gone with 3,600,000. If you were, to say it in the most obtuse way possible.
Yeah, 69.
I've got nothing to say to that, I'm sorry.
Well, that's a perfectly fine number. But anyway, they give you quite a bit of time also to get out of there because they didn't think you'd just go around and exploring, you idiot, and actually, head towards a vague destination in order for you to complete this mission a bit easier. So now we've got to get ourselves across the entire map in about 100 seconds because I was divering.
I mean, you knew what was coming. You only got yourself to blame.
No, I don't. Do you think I'd play through these levels twice over? I spent like 4 hours on these. I'm not going to do that all over again.
No, I mean, I just assume this can't be your first attempt.
No, as in, when we get quite late into the missions, this is when I have no idea what's going on. I just have to vaguely assume that I remember stuff from the previous time that I played through this game. And I do remember this mission, I did not remember what order the mission was coming.
You've probably a list somewhere.
God, I have a sheet printed out, a map. What more do you want? All right.
I think I might actually know my way around this scene now.
That's good.
By proxy.
That's also why me leaving out the various map indications is because I think you idiots would know something by now. Jeez.
If I...
Not right way.
You're not doing well here, are you?
Well, it's fine, but I actually did it because it's not that I really need all that time anyway. Mainly because the arrow points me in the direction of around here, and I really don't know where I am because there's lots of small, annoying roads and fairly obtuse places to go. So it's just.
So what are we doing in this mission again?
Being completely inconspicuous.
Yeah, in our bright yellow shirt and convertible.
Mm-hmm.
What are we waiting for here?
No reason, he's just checking his mirrors.
So you gotta look, you gotta check your blind spot, you gotta make sure you're fully aware of a road before you drive away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wonder if that guy in the open top convertible is doing anything suspicious. No, he seems to just be sitting there, frozen.
Why do people keep putting tailing things in games?
Because it's fun.
I would say no. I would emphatically say no.
Well, you're not a game designer, are you?
No.
I mean, as we all know, Grand Theft Auto is a fairly low-key series that's never really picked up on the ground.
I don't think many people had heard of it before you started VRP.
I mean, what is this Grand Theft Auto 1 business? I mean, I've never really heard of this game.
I thought they just started at free.
Yeah, I know. I always thought that was a bit weird. But anyway, since we're done with this chain of missions, it's time for us to
Get the How murder out of the police.
also that, but also we can also head towards the end of the level.
But we won't.
No.
Because why would we?
Why would we? Again, a phone in Sailor's Wharf. In Sailor's Wharf. That's not the direction we need to go.
Honestly, expecting to go off there.
I nearly did, but thankfully, you know, I can jab on the down button. But we're literally 5 seconds away. Why did we need to do this?
Why? I think it's Vice City has a chain of missions that reference the fact that there was always phones back in the old days.
Alright.
I'm pretty sure Vice City does have a chain of missions that you just answer random phones.
Sacre bleu! No, it's not the next one. And, Dalat. There we go.
I don't even know what language you're trying for there.
I just don't know, a guy's been murdered, so now we must do something? Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
A man has been murdered, please murder a man.
We have to follow this guy, however, he was stopped by a police car, so that makes things a bit easier, but now we've got to chase after him.
Yeah. I'm glad for this.
I hate this game.
Do you want to even jokingly defend tailing missions still?
I will never defend tailing missions, but also I picked up a flamethrower in that crate bear, and I nearly set him on fire, so that could have been very interesting, but there we go.
Holy shit, how long is this?
Oh, I do not know. It was very long. I made it shorter.
You're a true hero.
Let's go get a bomb in a car so we can go blow some people up or whatever. But also, boy, Mr. Dickhead here. As soon as I align myself properly.
I actually thought you were about to give me shit for something when you said, "Yay!"
Yay!
Everyone likes. I hope people like the gratuitous violence bonus.
It's the last time that shows up.
I like it. Yeah. Oh, while I was doing my mysterious research for GTA 2, I realised that it was 2 that I was thinking of. I played when, as a kid, because it's got I remember the car modifications, like you can buy like guns. Yeah, that's something I remember quite clearly. So
cool. I'm sure that will not be necessary in any shape or form. There we go. We blew something up.
Yay! And for our next mission.
Just give it a second here. They take a bit of time, just anyway.
He's just shuffling papers on it, like looking for something to tell you to do.
Let's know what kind of thing. No, this thing. Gonna blow up some Yakuza cars.
No, I can't wait for Yakuza 5 to come out.
There's been 5 of them?
There's been more than 5, there's spin-offs too.
Yeah. I've probably heard of the series, but...
I think I've probably talked about them at length because I really like them. It's a series about, you know, basically about men punching each other and weeping manly.
Sounds good.
And sometimes they take their shirts off and it is great.
Are you sure you're not Elboro?
I got distracted by the radio then.
Yeah.
I know it's not actually a radio, but...
We'll just go to the auto shop, just, you know, ignoring the...
Did you tell you to try it again?
Yeah.
You can't try it again, can you?
As in, some missions don't automatically, you know, fail when you die. It's just most of them. Also, if I blow up that limousine, I will blow up the bus. I better move away from the bus.
So we've gone into Christian folk music now, have we?
Well, Fred suggested it, so, you know, might as well. And it is a perfect message to give to our children. Because all of you are probably going to go to hell, let's be honest.
Kids, pros to use just kill the Yakuza.
I thought about going to the auto shop, then I realised, wait, I can just steal a car.
Stealing cars is cheaper than buying them.
Since you get money from stealing a car.
Just assume they left their wallet in the glove box, isn't it?
Yeah, sure. That's some random cash in front.
Literally everyone in San Andreas just drives around with a sack with a $sign on it full of money.
Oh, me too.
You having some load straight issues there?
Well, maybe if there wasn't a bloody popping in the background noise, I wouldn't have to keep on reloading my save states. But it's sometimes what just happens, I just have to keep on reloading until it just stops. It's great fun.
It has to be left in so people know the hardship you go through.
LPing is hard, guys, but deeply rewarding.
Really?
It is getting me lots of the sex.
You just walk into a bar and declare yourself as a impossibly minor LPer.
Did you know I will soon have a Patreon account, ladies?
Hey ladies, check out my Patreon. It's got no followers.
Want to check out my video with 1,500 views?
1,000 people have listened to us bullshit around over nothing.
And well, technically, if you look at my channel, there's actually 50,000 people have listened, but that's from some videos that are no longer existing, but oh well, it still counts.
I'm sure some of them must have, like, gotten 5 minutes into it and stopped.
Yeah. Maybe I could have dodged some of those bullets, but...
I mean, a limousine isn't the easiest thing to dodge around in.
Yeah, so it's barely just easier just to do this. Just go straight in line and just dodge stuff. And there we go.
Did the mission objective change while I wasn't looking, or were we still blowing up limousines?
We were blowing up a limousine, and then Elboro decided that he wanted one for himself, so now we have one.
Yeah, it's a pretty swanky limousine.
I definitely didn't beat it up at all. And also, there was a guy in there. I ran someone over. But that garage had been closed the entire level.
It was just a garage attendant.
Yeah. Because sometimes that will just happen, just NPCs will just spawn in just random places where they shouldn't really be able to get to, but they do anyway. Okay, 2 phones to go.
Halfway there.
Oh, thank God. Okay, over the bridge that's totally fixed and is not exploding and destroying everything in its path.
So what you will about San Andreas, specific works projects are very efficient.
Well, who knows how much time has passed between one level and another.
It's actually been 10 years.
I know.
Technology is stagnant in the GTA verse.
Well, yeah, it kind of has been. I mean, I don't know how things can really improve. But yeah, let's go kill some guys in this location that we killed some guys in before. I believe his name was Chinho or something?
Probably.
But yeah, don't get murdered with your variety of various armors, which die out quite easily, because you have a million men chasing after you, and they will murder you very quickly.
6.
Yeah, well, 6 million then.
6, count them with me.
Okay, how many was that, children?
There are 5 corpses.
5?
He stole 40 cakes. Have you ever seen that Superman counting book thing?
Yeah, the Super Dictionary.
Yeah, and that's terrible.
What we are doing is terrible, but very fun. There were 6 corpses.
And that is terrible.
You will not arrest me today, sire.
Sire?
I'm British, don't you know?
Yeah, I don't think he's a king, though.
You can just call people sire. It's fine.
Can you?
I can. Sire. Hank?
Are you sure you're not thinking of Squire?
Probably, I don't know. Servant. I'm a servant.
Are you tipping a hat?
Let me just get my hat.
It's actually a trilby, not a fedora.
I think you'll find I only have 2 trophies.
I only have the finest silk fedoras.
See how like breaking into like a compound or something with like a load of guys and we need to like blow the door. We need...
You have basically infinite supply of the...
We have got 5.
That's a bit less than infinite.
And of course they are firing a million billion guns and setting everything on fire.
You're getting a little further each time.
I'm making sure to, kill them just so there's less to kill me. So we should be okay.
Nicely done. I'm proud of you.
Me too. I'm pretty sure that's like the 4th time he said that. We've got a lot of bonuses stacked up when we get to where he's located.
Gross.
That's homophobic.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And
so back to Sailor's Wharf.
I feel like this is actually the theme tune to like the Ballad of Gay Tony, funnily enough.
You think? I never played Ballad of Gay Tony.
There is I think this is when I started putting in the GTA 4 themes.
Ah.
And this does sound quite funky, so who knows. Anyway, this is the last time we will have to go to another phone to go to a phone.
Oh wow, they cut down on that shit in Vice, do they?
Yeah.
Thank God.
So yeah, it's time to make a movie, boy.
I think that happens in a lot of GTA games, you do things that make movies. Like I'm trying to think. I think it might be every GTA game you at some point like help make a movie.
Probably.
Oh, I think in at least one case it's porn.
Fucking cars! But since I needed to find an ambulance for the movie, well, here's one right there. I believe they actually do spawn in specific places, since that one was just empty. So it would be fairly convenient. So I meant to die there.
I was going to say you should try pass it off as intentional.
But I also think we also see an ambulance later that had spawned because I ran someone over, so I could have used that. But unfortunately, the game had other ideas. Fire truck. And now we can spawn one of those.
Are you going to start a fire, or are you going to put a cat in a tree?
No, well, actually, when I have a second to move, we actually need to go to this corner so that one will actually spawn, and once I eventually catch up to it, then we will be able to use it and put it in the movie. Now we are actually on a very vague time limit.
Really?
It's like I think something like maybe like 20 minutes or something. So
yeah, so
it's fine. But we get to drive in a fire truck. Woo woo woo!
Yay! Do the siren. I mean, you are, but
Also, they move fast.
yeah, holy shit! I wouldn't expect it to move that quickly.
I don't want to go that fast again, Mummy.
I'm scared of high speed.
Especially because I was expecting this any second just to crash into something and just explode in a huge amount of fireworks. Which would have been fantastic, but at the same time, you know. Well, actually, would have just been fantastic.
So that garage is like enormous, right?
They all are. Just eats them all up.
Was the last one a police car?
No, we need to find ourselves a juggernaut.
Oh, what if it would be a police car? You know, cover the free emergency services.
Well, we found our juggernaut. They usually are spawned in this garage area, and it's stopped by a previous car that I left just lying around. So that's how far in advance I planned these levels.
It's like clockwork. It's perfect. This is actually a record speed run.
Indeed. Due to the fact that this is the first time anyone has ever actually played this game properly. Well, properly.
I still think you can't call it properly with the amount of leaning on safe states that is here.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. We're only 6.5 million points above the target score. I'm pretty sure this is exactly how the game is intended to be played. So, how do we get a police car to spawn?
Oh, there's one.
Yeah, there we go.
That was convenient.
Unfortunately, you can't nick a police car while you're in just no heat, so you have to actually, you know...
That's really strange.
Well, it's understandable, you know, you can't just... You have to, like, get a police car out of the way, but it's just as simple as that.
Police are the only people who figure out how to lock their doors.
And there we go. Okay.
Is this the last? Are we on the last phone set? Or?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so. I couldn't remember for a moment there.
There we go. One more mission. I believe this is the last mission. I don't remember or not.
Yeah, probably. Seems about right.
Yeah, so let's go and look at some interesting merchandise.
Ooh. That's not that interesting.
No.
I'm kind of disappointed here.
But plot twist, it's Bryson again.
I remember him, maybe.
We've got ourselves 60 seconds to get us. That's definitely 60 seconds on the pick. I think there was a previous version of this mission that was probably a bit too difficult to get past if they increased the time and forgot to change the text.
That sounds reasonable.
So actually, this mission is not actually too difficult.
Oh god, he's not going to make you go somewhere on foot again, is he?
I think we may do that once, but we are going to be doing a lot of driving around.
Yeah, I just remembered the previous mission now.
Thankfully, we're not going to be facing against people in rocket launchers.
Good.
Unfortunately.
Oh god, I'm yawning over here. Not because of the video, just, yeah.
I'm sure.
Oh, this is A-grade content, come on.
I know, I mean, it is true, this game is incredibly boring and this LP should never have existed, but a bit late for that, aren't we?
Basically just, I hate myself and wish I'd never unleash this upon the world, but goddamn, I'm not going to finish now.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm considering, you know, various content, we're not even halfway done.
Oh gosh, we're not, are we?
No.
There's a lot of London to do.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
Oh man, keep it going, you know.
Sorry, I'm tired, I'm slightly hungover.
You say that every video, I swear.
I don't say it every video, but I am every video.
It's kind of
I say it before every video. I give you warning when we start this Stokeful.
Making sure to make a backup save just in case. But yeah, on these times when you do actually switch between cars, there's a few men that spawn that will really screw you up.
Yeah, I saw you run them all down in the last time.
Yeah, I don't think we actually got any points for that.
Oh, weird.
Which is a grave offence, since I need points. Ignore the 10 million score.
Yeah, I was about to say 10 million is a big number.
It's fine. It's not as big a score we'll get.
Yeah, you're right, aren't you? I mean, I don't know why I said that. I mean, of course you're right. You wouldn't just lie about that for no reason.
Would I?
I mean, you might.
But why would I do that? Would I just do that on the internet? Just lie?
I didn't think people lied on the internet.
No, don't.
You've gone a bit wrong here, haven't you?
Yeah, I hate Atlantic Heights a lot. Lots of hills and small roads, and you don't really exactly know specifically where you're going. I mean, if this was some kind of other GTA game, I could probably just ramp off that hill and just land on my arse and then be fine. I mean, I'd probably lose a bit of health and things probably explode, but that's all part of the fun.
That's probably the worst thing about this GTA. There's not enough stuff to ramp.
No, because if you try and do that, your car will explode very quickly.
It's important for sandbox games to have ramps. People like to ramp off things. I could probably do a study into it and even back that up with figures.
So yeah, all those guys that spawned, they don't despawn. So they're constantly following you for the entire mission.
Just very slowly chasing after you.
Yeah, that happens. So having a little bit of difficulty avoiding them, especially when a bus shows them right in my face, but that's fine. We managed to avoid them.
They've got incredible stamina.
And now the police after us, yeah.
What do we actually do to get them after us?
If you just bump into enough cars, then that will generate enough heat. It also happens with exploded vehicles as well.
Yeah, true. That one makes a bit more sense. I mean, yeah, the police would keep.
There we go. Now we've got to race Bryson to the trigger, and well, we can stay in our car.
We've got to race Bryson to the death.
Yeah, and
Did you forget you were in a car?
Yes, interesting. But there we go. That is the end of Bryson. A long, boring mission where you just drive from place to place with pretty easy time limits. But
that's it. We're done.
Yep. There's no congratulations saying, "Hey, you completed all the missions." Just there we go. Just what else do you want, dickhead?
Go home. You're done.
Yeah. But of course, there's still a few more things you need to pick up.
Of course.
You thought you were done.
No, I can see the video timer. I'm aware. I know when we're done.
Okay. I thought I trapped you. But yeah, this is the multiplier that I missed out in the previous level. Because I didn't realise you could actually get into this area, because I thought that it was blocked off like it usually is. But apparently not.
I don't want to say interesting, but that was information you said.
That was the thing about the game.
Informative Let's Play.
Aye. But yeah, times 33 multiplier.
That seems needlessly high.
And I think we've got 25 lives as well.
Which are all going to be gone in the next level, right?
Yeah, of course, nothing carries over to the next level. And also remember this car? You need to move forward slightly just a little bit and then put your foot down, because if you just put your foot down to begin with, you'll actually blow up or something, but there we go.
Nicely done.
Swish.
Is that the only one of those in the game?
Yes.
Well, at least we got some ramping. I was just complaining about the lack of ramping, so it's nice that you've put that in there.
Yeah, but it is kind of weird, because I would think that the car would just explode from doing that. But thankfully it doesn't. And I think this is the last one.
Yeah, the timer would support that, yeah.
So,
That's all I'm doing now. I'm just staring at the seconds ticking down.
tick tock. Yep, there we go. We finish with 13.5 million points, a 36 times multiplier, and 25 lives.
Wow, that's quite impressive.
This is how you're supposed to play the game, casuals.
Yeah. You're not someone who can pull off the whole get good thing.
No.
I've seen you try and do things. It wasn't good.
Oh. Time to meet El Boro.
Oh god.
GTA is a progressive game.
So when I said the Chinese thing was kind of offensive, it's looking kind of better by comparison now. Also, what's wrong with his forearms?
98 graphics. But yeah, so there we go. That is it for the level.
Well, see you in Vice.
Yeah, in Bangkok Blues. But wait!
Oh god.
There's actually a way to complete this level with 0 points.
Okay.
Because the game, if you just enter into that area at any time during the level, you finish the level.
What a guy, you did nothing.
Yep. So all of that was pointless. Huzzah.
Don't steal other people's don't steal 2007 LPS catchphrases, please.